Okay, the big week is here, week 6, and our first dev project. And hopefully, you have everything you need, or at least an understanding of what you need to do for Dev 0. Okay, so I've gone over the requirements, I've talked about them. Again, hopefully, you have this down, but again, this is a perfect time to be asking questions as you come into this, and actually, even before now, because for you all, this is due the first due date of the week. Okay, so hopefully you have it. And the one thing I would say, just as a reminder, as I look at the signups for, and remember this is your section, your class, is you have after the due date until here to do your code reviews. And then if you submit code and don't do a code review, that really hurts your grade because I will grade it as is, and it's heavily discounted because of not doing the code review. So don't put yourself in that position. So here is the last time you can do that. So just keep that in mind. I noticed most of you signed up before, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then because the schedule is moving, filling up pretty quickly, you need to reach out to me if you need something outside of this so I can do my best to accommodate. But the more lead time I have, the better I can do that. Okay. So then the next thing we have in this week is day 8. And day 8's where we really dive into functions, which is awesome. It's kind of one of those things I kept feeling like, let's get into functions, but now we're there. And hopefully the building blocks to get you there, you're ready to go to get that done. The one thing I would say, most of you are getting this, just submit your commit history to me. And by the way, on your commit history, you can actually just go to that one folder to show me that commit history. And why I say that is that as you work on your dev, which is also in your private repo, we'll start to see those commits come in there, and it just confuses a little bit. So when you're in GitHub, change to that directory and then give me that URL, and it's just more clean. All right, so one thing I want to leave you with today is something I've been playing around with. It's not required for this class by any means, but it's something called Auto Pep 8. I've been reading a bit about it, and some people really like it just for automating the Pep 8 stuff. It's not an extension in VS Code that automatically just watches and changes things as you do it. It actually has to be run on the command line. So you install it. It's a pip install. Again, not required, just telling you about it. And then what you do is you actually have to, once you want your file to be run through this code, this pep 8, this is how you run it. So I've been playing around with it, and they actually show you an example here of what it does. And it's not 100%, but it definitely helps clean up like some of the stuff we're copying over from Dr. Angela that's not PEP 8 compliant. It does a pretty good job. I still have to go through and do some things like for day 8. I did do this thing where instead of putting this all online, I just put it all in one. But here's the usage, right? So what you have to do is PEP 8, and again, it's the same thing from the site, except you can shorten the aggressive to just A, and then you tell it the name of the file. One really kind of weird thing that caught me off guard was once I ran it, it was still showing the errors, but as soon as I made any change, it actually then updated those errors, meaning it updated the problems that it listed. So let's just see if I run this. And it does. It actually, in this case, and now interesting, you can see it here. It actually is showing. So if I come over here and do this and then do this, it actually ends up correcting that. It's like because the autosave, I think what it is, the autosave doesn't recognize it as a text change. So Again, just know that it caught, like I said, it took me a minute to realize what it wasn't doing and why I thought for a minute there it wasn't working. So if you want to check it out, you're welcome to. Again, not required. Okay, all right, have fun with this, and I look forward to meeting you all in the coming week. Have a good one.